Welcome to our Sanlam Benchmark 2024 podcast on the theme, of course, accelerating a better working South Africa. Today we have Veronica Roberts from Optimum Employee Benefits. Veronica, what an honor to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Veronica, something as important as financial inclusion is something that's really dear to my heart. And as you could hear throughout the benchmark, session, that is something that is at the core of us at Sanlam in terms of ensuring that our members are, financially confident and they can retire well. What does financial inclusion mean for you?
Okay. As an industry or as a company, financial inclusion means that members knowing exactly what's going to happen, especially when they go on retirement, meaning that starting the conversation earlier on, especially when you are starting out as a member or as a person being employed, it must be a starting point to say that that is something that you need to look into. And as a company, we actually do that for our employer groups, where when they get to employ those members on induction, it forms part of that, meaning that it becomes a conversation where it's, as much as it's a bit sometimes uncomfortable to talk about, it's something that we make sure that it's mandatory that we do that with our employer groups.
That's phenomenal.
So yeah, for us it's key because younger people, once they are employed and then they are not being inducted accordingly from the onset, becomes a challenge because then it's rather be proactive instead of being reactive when it comes to that.
I like that, being proactive rather than being reactive, right? And then I think it actually touches really well on the next question around what do you see the main barriers when it comes to achieving financial inclusion for your clients and how can they be addressed?
Okay. Obviously, we can all agree that obviously we are facing a sort of another pandemic of unemployment and people not being able to make ends meet. So you, as a normal South African, should you be given an opportunity to get an employment and they do have something like that in place, once you understand and you know about it upfront, can make you make decisions that are very fruitful going forward in your working journey. And obviously in as a company, we strive ourselves to make sure of that. And because we are the go-between between the service provider and the employer and the members, so our role becomes very important because they trust, like it's something that was mentioned as well, they trust whatever that we would give to them as a solution going forward.
That's so true. I think trust is absolutely important. And also some of the things that were mentioned in the benchmark were members looking for an integrated employee benefits around healthcare, financial advice and group risk and retirement savings. But I want to hone into the healthcare, right? Because I think it's a critical topic to touch on. So, we've heard about the national insurance, national health insurance rather. So how do you anticipate that the implementation of NHI will impact your clients as well as the employees?
Okay. With that, it is obviously a big barrier because of affordability of medical aid. So that national health insurance, once it kicks in, it will be something that will assist in the gap that we're having currently between members who have medical aid and who do not have medical aid. And again, it will help that our health system, obviously, because it will be a national health insurance, our health system will be improved remarkably, and it will be something that everybody in South Africa can actually benefit from. Because currently it is a challenge. It is actually sort of classified to say if you have a medical aid and if you don't have a medical aid, you can see the stats.
Oh, yes.
So it is a good thing that's coming, and I think if we embrace it for what it's for, then I think it will be a success.
I like that you see that it will help and assist our members, especially in the climate that we're in around our healthcare system. But what are some of the barriers and challenges that you foresee, right, with this implementation of the NHI, specifically for our brokers, as well as our clients?
Obviously, we can't fool ourselves, right? our clients who have medical aid, they bring money to us, obviously,
yes.
as brokers. And another thing is, how it's going to be rolled out will be very important, because whoever's providing a service also needs to be paid.
Yes.
So as to, do we anticipate having challenges there, barriers there? Because nobody wants to work for free.
Oh, yes.
And then I think the people who are making decisions for this NHI need to partner with the providers who have already done it, and then it will be just streamlined in that source, not to find other means of making it work, because we're already having a medical aid scheme process that's working. Maybe make use of those kind of providers to assist in rolling it out, not to make it themselves. Because currently, we can all agree, we are not seen as the employer of choice when it comes to state entities and things like that. So not privatizing it that much. It can remain where it is, to say it's national, but then partnering with the right people to roll it out will make a big difference.
I hear you.
The barriers, I can't even tap on them, because we all know about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think you've said such a mouthful, Veronica. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Correct.
Ladies and gents, that was Veronica Roberts from Optimum Employee Benefits.